Piece chapter 1138. I'm late, but I'm great. Let's go. This one's spicy, Smoky family, so if you haven't read this one, I don't know where the hell you've been, but you need to go read it, especially for the last panel at the end. Please go read it. I really don't want to spoil this, and I might just ruin it. Who knows? Who knows? Let's go. The cover page shows who's who, and apparently the secret base does belong to him. No shocker there. But I do gotta admit, my guy is doing his thing, man. He's got honeys on the side. He's got henchmen. He's got sake. What more could you want? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, my boy's living the life I want to live. I can't be mad at him. I really can't. The chapter picks up where the last one left off. Loki has just gotten the beats put on him by Gunko. Loki tells the man that he looks like the splitting image of a man named Shanks. A little bitch-ass boy. Just kidding. Loki finds it strange that a celestial dragon and a great pirate would share the same face. Shamrock tells him that Shanks is his younger brother. Yeah, bro, that red-haired, ugly-ass boy is my twin.
We call this here a little twin. Wow. Nigga.
Yo, you just called him ugly, fam. Like, you do know you have the same face, right? And then now you just confirmed that you guys are twins? Identical twins?
Yeah, but I'm the handsome one, homie.
You guys are twins. Identical twin.
I am the handsome one. He is the ugly one. The fuck? Shamrock tells Loki that Shanks did return to the Holy Land, but he got attached to the filthy surface land. A bunch of fucking bluers, I tell ya. But Loki's like, you know what? Shanks, Shamrock, Shankrock, Shamcock, it don't fucking matter. I'm gonna beat both of your asses, alright? 'Cause I don't fucking like you. I don't like you, I don't like him, I don't like both of you guys, okay? Especially after they took out his animal buddies. He vows to beat that holy ass up and down Elbaf, and twice on Sunday. Loki finds out that just like Shanks, Shamrock is not to be threatened whatsoever. And I swear to God, old Shammy looks ultra menacing right here. He looks like Mufasa from Lion King.
Is that a challenge?
Is that a challenge? Speaking of carnivorous animals that will rip your fucking head off, guess what this motherfucker whips out? If you guessed a goddamn Cerberus, then you have already read the chapter, and I thank you for watching my video. Or, you're just a god when it comes to perceiving this story. Congratulations, if you really guessed that he would whip out a Cerberus, you're fucking awesome. But anyway, if you thought the fucking Hellhounds were bad enough, it turns out that these bastards have their own swords in their fucking mouths, bro. Like, wow. Okay. And I love how you see their collars start to spin like a buzzsaw. Just I really can't wait till they animate this shit. It's gonna be super dope. Gunko makes some sort of bird airplane thing with her devil fruit. And she's like, come on, evil Shanks, let's get the fuck up out of here. And we see the Cerberus head shoot away from the body like 3 torpedoes. Just pew! Now, as this is happening, Shamrock is telling Loki, like, hey, bro, feel free to catch these fucking hands whenever you want, bro. These hands are ready to eat for everybody, bitch. You know what I'm saying? These hands are like the flu. Anybody can catch these bitches, bro. Okay? And all you gotta do is survive this. And Loki looks up and sees the dog swords. And they come back and slam right into his ass. Only time will tell what happens to him. Let's be real, guys. He ain't going anywhere. I'm pretty sure this attack really fucked his shit up, but he ain't gonna die. Let's be real. He's too important of a character to you know, get murked right now. But if he did, I'd be shocked. This attack looks brutal. That'd be a brutal way to go. Shamrock tells Gunko that it's time to set up their plan. He says that it's time to start taking the Giants' children as hostage. And Cologne, you better hide, bro. Okay, you're probably the first one to go. Seriously. Shamrock says that all they need is an extra God's Knight to aid them. Gunko understands, and she asks him, who should she call? So it looks like we might see another God's Knight. I can't wait for that, seriously. Now the chapter takes us to the castle where Luffy is located. One of the Giants that got slumped is telling them that it was Shanks that did that to them. Well, Luffy doesn't believe that shit.
Murdered who? Look, I fucking known him for 2 weeks. He wouldn't fucking do something like that.
No way, Jim Bay. The chapter takes us to Frankie's group, and it seems that Ripley is escorting them to check out the Atom Tree. She's basically there to monitor them. They don't need anyone tampering with the ultra ancient priceless tree. And I love how Frankie looks like a little toy when she picks him up. Pick me up, damn it! No, I'm just kidding. But now for the fucking most important panel we have ever seen in One Piece to date. Honestly, Frankie notices a mural off in the distance. Ripley says that it's graffiti from eons ago, and most likely it was made by a punk-ass kid that carved it into the bark of the tree. But here's where it gets really interesting. She says that the mural dates back somewhere between 800 and 900 years ago. And honestly, I think the whole fucking One Piece community felt just like Frankie looks in this panel. Just like dumbfounded. 800 and 900 years ago puts it smack dab in the middle of the Void Century. And he also thinks what I think a lot of fucking people thought in this moment, including myself. Where the fuck is Robin? She needs to see this shit immediately. Immediately, she needs to decipher this shit right now. But let's keep going. Frankie notices that the mural depicts not just giants, but many different types of races. Ripley says that there was a time where the races of the world clashed, but what is depicted in the mural is unheard of. That's why Ripley thinks that it's not a representation of the past, but a premonition of the future and what's to come. We see Nico Robin's group at the Walrus School. Saul shows her the ancient Harley book. Saul says that this book has preserved many myths and tales that Elbaf has to offer. It also has spawned many different interpretations, and that's why all the warriors of Elbaf have their own interpretation of the sun god Nika and what he or she represented. Saul says that the narrative of the fable is split into 3 sections. The third world refers to the present day, implying that it's some sort of prophecy. He continues to say that the legends of the sun god have been spread all over the world. But one thing they all have in common is that the sun god was said to have a booming laugh to a certain beat. Drums of liberation, bitch, let's go! Now Robin continues to read the Harley, and it states, in the first world, the earth burned in an endless flame, and the hearts of men. And then the chapter cuts off right there, because the final panel shows the mural. And honestly, Grand Line Bound family, I don't want to explain every little detail we see, but I do want to point out some slight details. So I am going to create a final thoughts just for the final mural panel itself. Before I get to the final thoughts, it's something I haven't done in a while. Like, subscribe, and please leave a comment down below. I truly want to know what you spotted and your theories about the most important illustration we've ever seen in the series so far. And I do want to plug in my Buccaneers video. Let's go though. Final thoughts. I haven't done this shit in a while. Let's get it. Alright guys, final thoughts. Like, y'all know I'm not lying when I say this is the most important manga panels we've ever seen, right? And I think we all can agree on that. It depicts part of the fucking Void Century, yo. Like, this is crazy. Crazy business. There's a lot to unpack, and I'm pretty sure, like, as the months go on, venturing into the final saga, we're going to uncover a lot more on this panel, because I think there's some hidden things that Oda done. He done did it. He done did it. I could talk about this mirror all day long because there's so much to unpack, but I'm going to give you my 3 specific things that intrigue me about the murals. Just tiny specific things, right? And they're very intriguing because they pose a lot of questions for me. The first is the whale. You know, you see the 2 figures riding the whale. A lot of people are like, oh, that's Laboon, easy. What if it's not that simple? What if it's not that simple? I would love it if it was Laboon. I definitely think Laboon's going to join the fight in the future to fight Emu. Right? Maybe. I don't know. But what if the whale that was aiding them wasn't Laboon? It was a species of whales that was idolized. Huh? It was idolized. It was idolized. It could have been the same type of species that was idolized on Zoe with the whale tree. The other thing that intrigues me is what looks like a little angel right next to the Noah, right? And again, a lot of people are like, oh, it's a Skypian. What the fuck was a Skypian doing near the Noah? If it was a Skypian. Okay. What was it? Was the Noah up in the sky? Or was the Skypian down at the bottom of the sea where the fucking Noah is at? We don't know. That's very intriguing. I don't know why people kind of gloss over that shit. Here's another thing, too. Shouts out to my boy Tree, who kind of spotted that if you cut out that little shape at the bottom with the buildings and the little shape that I said it looks like an elephant, you see the little figure sitting at the front. Looks very similar to a steamboat, right? With the clouds pumping out. You got the machines at the back end. Steamboat, you got a little elevator shaft down at the center. You got the steamboat, but you got that figure with the crown sitting at the very front, like Luffy does on the Going Merry and the Thousand Sun. He sits at the very front of the figurehead. The last thing that intrigues me is, again, this might have a simpler answer. I don't fucking know. I truly don't think shit is that simple. It never is in One Piece. We see the fucking Arc Maxim. We see the Arc, or what looks like the Arc Maxim. What if that was Laugh Tale, guys? Okay? Hear me out. If you look at the bottom, yeah, those look like rows, like a rowboat. We see that on the very far side with the fucking supposed Gorosei boat, right? Or the ones that are aiding Emu or Blackbeard, right? They have that same shit, the rowboats with the little squares at the bottom. But what if Oda wanted you to think that? What if those 4 little squares are poneglyphs? All leading to Laugh Tale. Check this shit out too. What if Laugh Tale was an inversion of the Arc Maxim, right? What if Laugh Tale was instead of a city, because a lot of people understand that Laugh Tale is a play on Atlantis. It plays on Atlantis, the ancient kingdom. It was far ahead of its time. There's theories that said that Atlantis wasn't much as a city as it was a ginormous fucking ship. What if that was the case for Laugh Tale? What if the reason why you can't find Laugh Tale is because it's always moving, or it doesn't have the same properties as an island would? It's not locked in the same place as an island would. I'm just saying. The Arc Maxim went to the moon. What if Laugh Tale came from the moon? Don't play with me. Don't play with me. You know I'm cooking here. I'm just kidding. It's probably fucking the Arc Maxim though. Seriously. But anyway, listen. This has been fun. I gotta record my my anime reaction. That's why I'm in the Smoke TP. But yeah, this has been fun. I haven't done a final thoughts in a while, but I've been yapping for about 20 fucking minutes, so I'm gonna cut this shit short. But if you haven't read the chapter, please go read it. If you have read it, go read it again. Love you guys.